Good day. Hi.
Okay, we should be live. Hopefully everything's working properly. Don't know if my headphones are working properly. It's very quiet at the moment. I am seeing audio peaks, though, so you're probably getting audio. Hopefully everything's going all right for everybody. We are going to be trying to beat Nightmare today and possibly even get a little bit of distance into hell. We'll see if we get up to a reasonable level for that. No telling for sure, but we'll try. It's not super important. You now speak to Ormus. Do I now? Or do I just go in here and get ourselves all of the bloody locations? Did I actually make that public? That is a good question. Did I? Did I make that public? I did. Okay, so it's good. He's good. Let us go. Let us murderize some things. Let us relax today and try not to overheat. It's already very warm today, and it's very humid too. But we've got a fanaticism fatso. Hey, Affit, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. If I can adjust that. There we go. But we shouldn't have too many problems. I was thinking about changing this to a Splendor, but honestly, we don't really need it. How is Legally Distinct Necro doing? Very legally distinctly. I'm not even sure that Karen and I would be able to find a legal loophole for it. But yeah, it's fun so far. I do think that there are some things broken about it. I think it's probably a little overtuned, but it's not awful whenever it comes to that. I do think that this guy right here is just busted. I think they might want to make it where you can't ensnare unique monsters. And it should just give you a random set of champion things whenever you do grab them. Because we're already seeing people with near immortal characters, near immortal enemies. So, no, he's not immune to physical, but you can get ones that are. He is currently that extra strong, extra fast spectral hit. He's not even like a terribly strong one. He's just one we went and got from normal. We're probably going to upgrade him whenever we get to Act 4. Okay, as far as which path do we want to go, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. I don't think I really have too much to worry about as far as the enemies here go. Because I do have a Hefasto. And I am going to check down here and see if this is where the polyps are, or if they're on the other side. I think they're probably going to be on the other side. But we will check. You guys go over there. So sad you can't bind Diablo, Mephisto, or whoever the third... Diablo, Mephisto, or Bale! Imagine beating the game by just ensnaring Bale. I still find it mildly... not off-putting, but strange that Bale is the big bad of Diablo 2 in the long run, not Diablo. You know, the titular character. Diablo's only been the big bad of one Diablo game. There are currently 4 Diablo games. Well, 5 if you count Immortal. Do you count Immortal? I should do a playthrough on stream of Diablo Immortal. Really, really don't want to. Yes, Diablo was the big bad before the expansion, before Lord of Destruction. But with Lord of Destruction being canon, Diablo no longer big bad. Diablo just kind of mid-bad. I still remember I had a friend who, I swear to God, She just didn't want to go to Nightmare. I do think there were other reasons for it, but yeah, she just didn't want to go to Nightmare and stuff. So she just killed Diablo so many times that she got to a ridiculous level. In 3, Diablo was one of the major enemies of 3, but no, with all the expansions and stuff like that, it's one of the angels. So I'm forgetting his name. Well, there's Great Marsh. We don't want Great Marsh, especially not a Gloam Marsh. How's it going, Adam?
Welcome to the stream. Are you doing good this fine day?
I'll just make random voices and make everyone uncomfortable. Enjoy. Enjoy. You're doing good? That is groovy. But yeah, I do think we might end up changing this up a little bit. We might respec. And I might go with a 1-point Bind Demon and actually go with like Miasma or something for Hell. Just to kind of mix things up. We are probably going to want to respec and try out the different versions of this on the higher difficulty. Even if it's just for, say, like Terror Zones or something. Is this stream late? No. Time zone shifted, though. So technically, it would be an hour early for some people. But I might... I don't know if I'm going to stretch this one out or not. We'll see. Daylight savings should go the way of the dodo? Yes. There are a lot of things in our society that should go the way of the dodo. But nope, they stick around like pestilent cysts on the ass of the world. Leaking and weepy. We have a very weirdly laid out spider forest, by the way. I'm here for it, but it's still weird. Are we on Players 8 or Players 1? I think we're on Players 1. I'm not feeling very Players 8-y today. I don't even mind old people. I mean, I is old people now, by the way. I think I've qualified as being old people for several years now. Oh yeah, we've picked up a few charms to identify. Garbage and garbage. Beep, 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 beep. Toss those in. We'll go check out that large charm. I'm just looking for the next zone, and well, not the next zone. I'm looking for the... whatchamacallit.
I am overburdened.
The next little bit of cavage. Do I actually want to mess with this? Nah, I'm not gonna. If I need a spirit, I can transfer one over. I don't even wish that on very old people. I know a lot of very old people that are actually good people. Just we happen to know a very popular one that is absolute shit and shits himself. Oh, we are out of stamina. There we go. But yeah, I had a whole freaking political rant last night, so I'm kind of burned out on those rants today. Maybe in a few hours after my coffee hits. I have been up for most of a normal person's day, so the coffee is necessary. Okay, this is our first zone that we can go into here. Hopefully it's the right one and it doesn't have the waypoint in it. Oh, it doesn't even have a cave in it. Great. Oh, never mind. There it is. There it is. Yay. We don't have to wander around for 10 years. Yoink. Let us see. You guys take care of that. Oof. Actually... Oh, never mind. He's a beast. I can't. My brain was like, oh, I could get... No, the spider is a beast. It is not a demon. Despite the fact that you should probably burn down the building. You have spiders the size of freaking Hephasto in it. It is not a demon. Because that would be a good source of a cursed enemy. They are so brutal. Okay, I see it on the map. There it is. Just in the middle of all that nonsense. Ta-da! Got our first one. Mr. Grinch. And let's see. Also, I've been talking all morning already because I was trying to record videos for the rest of the week. Sorry if I'm not super chatty bastard at the moment. You just have to deal with slightly disgruntled and distracted Alzorath. And for some reason, it feels like every now and then the game is hitching a little bit. I'm not sure what the cause is. I suppose I could go look at, like, system info and stuff. Not system info. Let's go there. Open that up. Performance info. There we go. Performance! Where is my choke point at? Oh, for some reason, my video card is really not loving this today. I am going to do that. Because that's usually the problem. If you're wondering what the problem usually is, it's called a browser. Go ahead and open it back up. For some reason, certain websites do like forking things up. There we go. It's because they want you to use their browser and not a different one. For they are what is known as assholes. I hate to sound conspiratorial about it, but I do think Google actually does cause certain issues for non-Chromium. It's not actually helping. Okay. We're just gonna have to live with it. But yeah, well, that did free up 10 gigs of RAM just by closing that and restarting it, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Yes, I am very glad that I got this computer before. The current situation of RAM brought to you by Enshittification AI. Okay, so we're wanting specifically the waypoint here first. I'm not gonna go down into the pit unless we can actually get a waypoint first. There's our level up. No, it freed up 10 gigabyte of Alzorath. Let's go ahead and get you guys back over here, and we'll start taking these out. I have 64 gigs in this system, but it was before the Rampocalypse. The Rampocalypse can suck all of the bullshit. Yeah. I'm lucky I got this beforehand. I would not have been able to afford this with the current RAM prices. I was actually looking at the cost of just even upgrading my video card, and it's out of scope for me. And RAM is more expensive than a freaking video card. Go figure. Okay, so more demon. Oh, now they gain aura enchanted. Yes. What aura can he get enchanted with? So we want a... Actually, what I would really like is a cursed Udar. But I forget... I think Udars are demons. And of course, we find the camp before we find the rest of this crap. Yeah, everything is super expensive. Food's expensive. Medical care is expensive.
What a relic. Almost might know what purpose it could serve.
Players are expensive. Welcome to existence being very expensive. 4 socket. No, it's 3 socket. You bastards. Get my hopes all up and hopeful. Hey, Daladon. How you doing this fine morning? Are you living the dream? Yeah, things are admittedly more expensive in the US right now, just because of tariffs. I still find it ridiculous. This is something I haven't ranted on in a little bit. I find it very ridiculous that... let's go ahead and eat these. But that companies will get the money back from the tariffs, but customers won't. Prepping for a job interview tomorrow. Best of luck with it. Here's hoping it goes well. And it is a job that you find at least interesting. I have been on job interviews where it's like, oh, do I really want to do this? Think you're in a summertime discrepancy, so your start time... Oh, yeah, it is. Welcome to Time Zones. Yeah, I'm an hour early for you, I believe. I think. Because I think you change the same time the UK does. Whereas the US, in its general consternation, will continue to adjust its schedule in the worst and weirdest times possible, just like we can't seem to measure anything by meters. It's ridiculous. I'm just letting them run around and do whatever the hell they want. I don't think I have the patience to fine-tune the control of Fasto and his friends. Wow, wow, wow. Nope. I do love the targeted teleport on them. That is a good ability. Mainly because it lets me take out the shamans as a target a whole lot easier than a lot of our other particular tools that are allowed for us. And is insight the best choice for him for us? God. Couldn't drink that. It's just, it's stronger than what he did have before. Let's go get this well real quick. Might as well top ourselves off. We can even grab a super healing potion along the way. Yeah, I saw you had some games on the server on Friday afternoons, by the way. Hopefully those get enough interest, because, well, afternoon for me. I think that would be, like, middle of the freaking night for you. Like, midnight, almost. But definitely keeping an eye on those, provided scheduling allows. Change it to 16:30 East Coast time? Yeah, that would be about right. For some reason, and this is going to be really... Do you want to know how I actually remember the order of the time zones in the U.S.? It's not because of, like, normal East or West or, oh, that one's an hour here or front and ahead of me or behind me or anything like that. I remember it because of a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Anytime I have to remember that the East Coast is an hour ahead of me, it's literally because of Californication. That song helps me keep track of the time zones. It's more the time of day. Because, yep. If I have a streaming obligation, I can't just drop them, but yeah. 3 is at that time is after the streams. Usually end unless I'm doing like a 10-hour stream or something. Actually, that would be 7-hour stream for me. Ah. There we go. Where is the blasted waypoint? I'm about to give up looking for it and just go get my freaking brain. You're tinkering with it? Understandable. Getting time zones for the people across the globe is never easy. That's one reason why, oddly enough, I usually collaborate with people from the UK and Germany and stuff like that. They're more on my schedule. Humblewood 0.99 PDF version dropped. Cool. Groovy. How humble is the wood? Surprised it hasn't hit 1.0 yet. That said, development does take time. Where is the boss mob hiding at? Oh, there's where he went. He died off camera. Shared a bit about it in the Discord. Yeah. You already reported 6 spelling errors and typos. I can only... Whenever I get to do an actual test run that isn't me just like doing combat and roll tests, I am afraid to see what kind of... There's a typo here, I'm going to run into with mine, because especially considering when I work on it, I'm usually pretty tired, and I'm sometimes using my laptop keyboard, which I'm absolutely awful about typos on because I can't be arsed to fix it, or I'm using my phone. Because I've actually got... I had to get a new phone. I forget if you were here whenever I told that story. But I've actually started being able to use that to add stuff to the... what's it called? I've completely forgotten the name of it. It is... Let's go here. It is called Foundry. There we go. My brain. It will work eventually. Maybe. Okay. So, for example, in the index, the hummingbird race, the sylph is spelled sylph. Or, sorry, slith. They're gonna slip and fall. I actually saw somebody saying that there was one of these bound minions in their game that had like immunity to pretty much every element, and someone was saying, oh, it's just gonna die to one of the fetishes. It won't. Minions don't take damage from the explodey guys. I think my favorite, it's not, I don't know whether this would be considered a typo story or not. I think it might. It's more a find and replace story. My favorite one is the Eye Wizard story. Do you know what the Eye Wizard story is? Because in D&D, at least I forget which book it was in. Eye Wizard, like an iPod. Basically, they used to call wizards mages. You know, kind of a very obvious thing to call them. And then they went through and did find and replace on mage. So every instance of image became Eye Wizard. It's great. And awful at the same time, but great.
Good evening,
Back in Luke Lane. Luke Lane, we don't care about Luke Lane. Those go into the inventory. I don't know if we bother keeping that small charm of Dex. I might sell it. Back in my day,
Good evening.
this magic ring does me no good. I mean, it probably won't do me any good either, Ormus.
Well, praise.
We've been here before. Praise be, you brought me a jade statue. Not a jade statue. One golden bird's ash hole is the same as another's. We get it, Deckard. How old is he?
Hello.
I think he's a few hundred, isn't he? From the asshole of Kuile, I've made you a potion. Drink it up. Alcor, you and your asshole.
I keep a library of tomes. Heretical, exegetical, hermeneutical, and pharmaceutical. From the ashes of Queen. Ah! You have stolen the fabled blade.
Alcor has the best necromancer reaction. He has some of the best deleted lines ever as well. Dude is just unfreaking hinged. Like, beyond any reason. Yep. He's a freak and he has long lost his leash. Yeah, we need to talk to Ashira to get rid of that. I always forget to talk to her, so I always have that quest just sitting there. There you go, Ashira. Care about your iron wolves. Your iron wolves can take an iron. I shouldn't be snarky today. The fact that I am at that point where I can just go off on a random tangent means that them could be getting some shady words. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh, we need to grab a potion from my back pocket. Of all the characters who likes the necromancer, it's Alcor, Elgix the innkeeper in second act, and Neelithak. Even if the latter tells you to buzz off anyway. I mean, Neelithak tells everyone to buzz off. Tries to kill us later. Fire enchanted. No, I was kind of hoping he'd be cursed. Let's go with some Vitalita and a little bit of Actually, if we get one more skill point, do we get an... I don't know if it gets another bound bonus at 25. I don't think it does. I would need to go check. Yeah, Warlock gets neutral treatment because getting the original voice actors for any of the NPCs is pretty much impossible. I mean, they're probably still alive and kicking. It's just a matter of, you know, bringing them back on board after 20 years. Provided they even have, like, a record of who did which voice. It's probably also why we didn't see an expansion to Act 4 or an Act 6. Although I don't know how they would introduce an Act 6. Wouldn't make any logical sense. Are we looking on space? Pretty good, I think. Yeah, we're doing fine on space. Hey, bells. Greetings and saturations. Let's do the time warp again. I mean, it worked for Marty McFly. Certainly work for Kara. Okay, so we go this way. Gonna be over here on the left. How do we get in here? Let me in! I do not have a teleport. Bastard of flesh. Let me... think it's... yeah, it's up here. Just, yeah, there. Let's see. You are... multi-enchanted, not worth it. Do I need to go into song? Do people really want to hear me sing? Yeah, honestly, I don't see how they logistically could do an Act 6, but one thing they could do, and I hate that I'm saying this, start crushing the Diablo Immortal story into Diablo 2. So Act 6 would be the beginning of Diablo Immortal, but of course, rebalance it so it is not a pay-to-win shit show. Of course. I would say that Warlock is currently a pay-to-win shit show. But it does have some good aspects to it. Okay, so we got a brain and an eye. What else are we gonna get? Do I walk out of there? I think I walk this way. It's gonna be quicker. This is why I wanted the waypoint. The IP belongs to Blizzard. So they can use the lore from it. The engine, if memory serves, is... I want to say it's NetEase? But I might be misremembering which company they worked with. In fact, there's a very high likelihood I'm misremembering which company it was. But yeah, it's kind of like if they decided to make an act based on the Diablo books, they could very easily do that. Would they be able to get it verbatim? Doubtful, but there's probably all kinds of weird legally stuff going in there as well. They very well could just not own that segment of the IP. Copyright is fiddly as shit, for anyone curious. So maybe NetEase or Nexon. I think it's more NetEase. It's more the style of NetEase. I'm told that Tristram now resembles a mead hall after a barbarian wedding. I will wait here for your most glorious return. Mead hall. And I'm almost out of coffee. Usually it lasts me a few hours. It has lasted me 45 minutes. And I literally refreshed my cup right before the stream. Thankfully, this game is being easy mode right now. I say that and I'll just immediately get jibbed by something. Did see a discussion asking about why usually the advice for softcore in this is actually max vite instead of max block. And why hardcore is max block and instead of max vite. Although you still dump into vite on that as well. And really it is more about speed versus survivability. Right now we're actually playing a survival build, so I could go max block. Got all of Alcor's gossip lines. He has several removed gossip lines as well. If you were curious. Yes, Natalia is a cute girl. However, I think she could use a special potion. Let me see here. Radiant Beauty? No. Ray of Sunshine? No. That's not it. Ah, here it is. Relax, frosty bitch. That should help her out. I am not good with accents. And it doesn't help that Alcor has a fairly, like, flat racist accent. Can you check out that shaman? Janamine. And more goat. We always need more goat. Eat the goat. Oh, I think the Ormus one is actually still in the game. Oh, Ormus has been ducking in riddles for years. He thinks he does it to cover up the fact that he's got nothing intelligent to say. I'm gonna get in trouble for doing that accent, aren't I? Ooh, is it 4-socket? Nightmare, they're capped at 4 sockets. So it is... You have a 3 out of 6 chance of it being 4 sockets when you pick it up. Tour guide to the stupid. Oh man, Alcor just throws that shade like he was born into it. The manliness one is still in there. Ooh, that's not bad if we actually do throwy bits. Sure is a good customer. She buys a potion of manliness from you every week. At least that's in LOD. I don't know if it's in Resurrected. I think probably the weirdest deleted files are still the not Jaheira old. Man, Baldur's Gate on my brain. But no, the Gemella old. And the... I'm trying to remember his name. The blacksmith from Act 4. He's got an old one as well. Where they actually sound older. As if time has shifted while you were there. Guys, just keep murdering them. This is fine. We're just relaxing. We're currently level 47. Jesus. Okay. Time to get to more civilized locations, I believe. Yeah, we just want to keep going into the east. Always into the east. But yeah, currently, by the way, the poll is for the next JRPG. It's literally tied between Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts. I really don't know which one I want to play first. And Lufia and MS Saga both got 4 votes. So they got second. I'm never gonna be able to do Lufia unless I just do it on my own, by the way. I am aware of this. I don't mind that. And I will do it if I really feel the itch to play it. Tyrion was a fool to have trusted me. I mean, yeah, but we wouldn't have the story if he didn't. I'll just stand right here and thread the needle between these lightning bolts. Yomp, chomp, chomp, chomp. Num 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 num. When in doubt, snack. As a DM, my players were a fool to have trusted me. I would like to think my players sort of trusted me. That said, they were afraid to step. I literally made healing goo. Healing nano goo in a level. And none of them, like, they all refused to step in it unprovoked. Like, it. If I remember correctly, someone ended up moving through it just because it was either that or take 2 turns to go around it. Whoa. Oh yeah, we cook monsters all the time. Speaking of cooking monsters, I am really on the fence as to whether I want to go beyond my budget for the month for a certain monster game that I think is releasing tomorrow. At least I think it's releasing tomorrow. I can check. Let's go check. Store. It is, yeah, it's releasing in 1 day and 14 hours. That is way above my budget, but very tempting. The game's freaking $70. I don't know if... I don't know if I can justify that. But at the same time, I want to play it. It would be replacing the JRPG that we voted on, though, which feels kind of dirty as well. But it would be a JRPG. And a turn-based one at that. I might just have to settle for watching Care play it, though. There is our waypoint. Let us go to the next zone. I am always the Cookie Monster. The question is this at the top or the bottom? It's at the bottom. Always at the bottom. But yeah, Monster Hunter Stories is the game that I'm like, I want to cover that, but I know I wouldn't qualify for a press key for it on my Twitch side. It's too late to request for it on the main YouTube channel, because that would be for reviews. I don't even know where to ask for a press key for it. If it was a Square game, I probably could have, but as far as, yeah, I don't have connections that would get me into that. Think of it that way. At the launch, the game will be a buggy mess, so wait until the bug patches will be out. Yes and no. Covering it on day one, though, it good for them search views. In this case, I'd be mostly looking at it for the YouTube side, not for the Twitch side. The Twitch side, I guarantee you I would be buried deep beneath the earth. And I'd probably smell funny, too. Yeah, if you're not getting above, like, 25, 30 viewers current, you're not going to be seen on any new game's release day unless it is a small game. The Sexton. Killing the Sexton. Yeah, for them, I do wager it will be a little buggy on release, but I don't think it's actually going to be bad. None of the other Monster Hunter stories were actually that terrible bug-wise on release. Now, normal Monster Hunters, yes. Normal Monster Hunter... Yeah, Mon Hunt Story is a relatively small game associated with a massive game. Yeah, the fact that it's Monster Hunter will mean that the category is flooded, especially since it's the third game. They do that. The whole Monster Hunter Stories has a pretty die-hard niche audience. Battlemate Serena. Nah, I'm not gonna take her. We already have most of those features on them. If she had Cursed, I probably would have. That's what I was looking for on her, was Cursed.
I am overburdened.
You're overburdened? No, you're not. You're just bad at organizing. We got a book. And we got vitality.
I can't.
Spent some time talking about how unaged Airlearn is being lately. What is Airlearn? I don't know what Airlearn is. Funny thing is, Mon Hunt is the monster hunting game you played that you liked the least. Freedom War, God Eater, Ragnarok Online spinoff, and the Dark Fairy Tale were more fun for you. Oh, it's a Duolingo ripoff? Let me guess. Let me take a wild guess. It's Duolingo, but even more AI. That, or it is actually a legitimate company that has gone Duolingo, but is trying to be counteracting the fact that they got rid of all their human elements and freaking went overboard on just all AI shit. Unfortunately, there isn't really another free option that I know of. Try search. Can you say, please spare his life in Spanish? What? What? I already know what that commercial's gonna be about. But the fuck? I'm sorry, what? God damn. Too soon. Holy hell. I don't even have to search it to... Holy crap. That's just dark. That is not where I was expecting that to go. Oh, damn. Almost choked on my soul there. I will probably search for that after stream. Basically a blue puppet doing Omegle and taking random people hostage, asking people if they can say it in an Elmo voice. Oh, I thought it was going for the ice angle. Hey, Zaldar! How are you doing today? Thank you for the good morning, and thank you for the 10 months. Been almost a year. I'm just over here still in shock about the commercial that was mentioned. It is just fucking unhinged. That is terrifyingly unhinged. Dropped it in the memes. Oh god. I'm gonna have to mute Discord for you guys before I do this. That is awful. Yeah, you want to know the angle I was thinking? That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yes, I did just go watch that. You finally thawed out from the Alaska trip? Ah, how'd the Alaska trip go? But yeah, that is... I literally thought it was going to be going the ice angle. By the way. Whenever you said say it in Spanish. It's still not far off. But it is awful still. Okay, so they're all dead. Let's go ahead and have them eat some corpses. Om nom 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 nom. Yeah, it's still unhinged. It's a 7 out of 10 instead of like an 11 out of 10. Duolingo Owl's... I mean, the Duolingo Owl is already memed about breaking kneecaps, so... And if anyone wants to see the commercial, they're gonna have to go look at the meme channel. Ha! Ha. I can't approve people while I'm on stream. So sorry. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it was negative 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Jesus Christ, that's tidbit nipply. You don't understand how people live up there. It's a whole other world. It's rednecks that don't like the heat. At least that's my experience. Like, it is Texas, but north. At least if I go by most of the people I have met from Alaska. I know that's kind of a... Many would contest that, but... That do be what it feel like. Go and just toss that in there, and let's go do some lamb essums. We also have an ad break going right now, so apologies. I will try not to do any integral story events on a game that we have covered so many times that the integral story events are on the channel over like 100 times. Alcor, get the goddamn hell out of my way. I am Alcor's prisoner right now. Let me out. Let me out, 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 let me out. Let me out, old man. So how's the weather now? The locals were nice as could be, but just a horrible trip all around, never again. Yeah. It is very much like southern United States for me as far as how the people go. You either... I've known people from there that are Oklahoma sweet, which is they are sugar-coated candy to your face, but knife you in the back, kind of vicious. They are the quintessential, there is no love like, I mean, there is no hate like Christian love kind of situations. And they're also, there's also like the rugged survivalist Alaskan that is just a mixed bag as to what you're going to get. And then you have the people who went up there because they want to play with their guns. You also have good people, but I've only met a few of those. Most of the people I've met from Alaska have left me with a bad impression of Alaska. It was so cold here, you out that so cold they couldn't de-ice the plane. That doesn't surprise me in the least. That really does not surprise me in the least. Alcor's not going to let us out. I hate that I have to save and exit the game to get past Alcor. Dude's like trapping me in his frickin' house. I was in Alcor's basement and all I got was this stupid shirt. They had to let it warm up to minus 20 to be able to de-ice the plane. Yeah, because de-icers only work down to a certain temperature. It is. It's not a good thing. And it varies based on the de-icer, of course, but I don't think they're going to put, like, rubbing alcohol on the wings. Okay. So we got all that. And we came in on the bottom, so that means the exit is at the top. 112 degrees warmer when you got back home to Florida. 112 degrees. They made you question your life decisions. You went from the extremes. Now, if you want a humidity difference, where you go from feeling like you have the world's most chapped everything to back to Florida where you have the world's most humid everything. You go to either Nevada or Nevada. I can never remember which one because there's... Warning, I have known multiple places called Nevada, and they've all called it something different, so my brain just doesn't lock onto one. But Nevada is another one. But anyway. Yeah, it's... Just go there and then go back to blasted Florida. And it's weird. There was 0 humidity up there, ironically. Thankfully, you were only there 4 days, so it didn't have much time to damage you too much. Ah. Yeah, I didn't think about it being terribly lacking in humidity up there. That's an odd one. My greatest enemy, by the way, is now Alcor. I have to say, probably the worst place I was at whenever it came to humidity is going to be freaking Utah. Obviously, in the cities, you're going to have more humidity because everybody wants their damn grass and stuff like that. Arizona's another situation where if you go into like Phoenix, it's no longer just like super dry. It was super dry when I was younger, but not anymore. But yeah, Utah is one of those places where it is like whenever winter came around, we got an room. Nice. We can resist stuff. It was just like as soon as winter hit, you just felt like everything on you was cracking. You're used to humidity swings for the most part? Ah, lucky. I am not. I generally prefer low humidity, but cold and low humidity just sucks. I'm not a huge fan of Utah. I prefer Colorado. Generally, if I'm going to go for warm places, I would prefer Arizona, but not in the city. If I was going to go for humid environments, probably Oregon or even Washington. So I'd probably be fine in Canada. I prefer moist, cold, and dry heat. The dry heat. So is fire, but at least I don't have bog ass if I'm in dry heat. Where are the... There we go. Extra strong in stone skin. Mercenary is not having a good day of this. Can I snare you? Oh! I forgot I took it off of this. That sucks. I suppose I could come back here and get a cursed one again. Let's see. What else do we have? Skull. Nothing else really too amazing. Take a small snooze. Please repeat moist at regular intervals. You know what? I need to go back to town for just a second for this one. I'm gonna set something up. Real quick. I know. Middle of stream, why are you doing this, Alzorath? There, let's go to viewer rewards. Power-ups and channel points. Manage power-ups and channel points. Add new custom reward. How expensive should moist be?
Good day.
There, we'll make it that. Background color needs to be blue. And there. It's 157 points. For anyone that wants to request a moist, you can now request a moist. Oh. Thank you for the on-screen celebration. It is much appreciated. I need to throw that in my gem pool. There we go. We got moist! You now have a moist redeem as well for channel points. Chocobo celebration. Oh, do you get to choose which one it pops it up with, or is it just one of the random ones? Out of curiosity. I've never actually used that feature before. I didn't even realize it was bits. Thank you for the bitties. Yeah, you get to choose? Sweet. I think hate to say it, I have done subs and stuff on here, but I have not done the bit things in so long that I don't know how they work. I know that's kind of a weird thing to admit to. It's between that and... Ooh, what are you? Oh. Itemgasm. Cool. I will have to check out their stuff because I actually like that emoji. How have I not seen them before? I literally have a Twitch account dedicated to following D&D channels, and I have not followed them somehow. There. I will save that for later. Moist. Weird celebrating moist with that. I mean... Moist. Okay, we got you. Those are not bosses. Spectral hit and mana burn is not what we want. Playing online tonight, Oh! I might actually be following them on my other account then. I just didn't recognize the channel avatar. I can check. But I thought I was following them. I might be following them on this account. In case you're wondering, it popped it up in a window that doesn't have me logged in. Because I opened it through OBS. Instead of through normal means. Extra fast lightning enchanted. Lovely. Eat. Eat. Oh yeah. So you have a game tonight. Did we lose somebody? No, we didn't lose anybody. We're good. We're good. You're in your element. The only element I have. Riding a statue 3 to 4 times your own size while the spellcasters cheer you on. I mean, that is pretty much the situation for a lot of frontliners. Speaking of which, on the evil one, I might try doing a martial character. No! Don't really play martial characters that much. I am slightly on the fence as to whether to save the martial concept I have, or if Gablin runs a Tharis campaign. If he runs it, I'll probably end up going with it on a little, whatchamacallit, Westerkind? Whatever they're called. The little doll people from Grim Hollow. Because I find the idea of a, like, extremely strong little doll dude to be hilarious. It's kind of like playing a barbarian fairy, but yeah. Which is hilarious, too.
I'd like to rage.
You do you, kid. Man, it's gonna be one of those little paths through here. And yeah, I don't think I'd want to do a rogue. Just because rogue falls into the utility category. Not quite as martially. But yeah, I haven't played a fighter in ages, much less of like a barbarian or anything like that. It would be nice to have a straightforward character that doesn't have to wonder, should I cast slow or fireball? Moist. Welcome to the moist stream. Moisturize. Oh god, now I'm thinking of Moisturize Me, the like lady that was stretched over the thing in Doctor Who. Do not know her name off the top of my head. Because I actually have not watched Doctor Who as an episodic thing. I've only watched it in like clips and stuff like that as far as the new one. I've watched episodes of the old one. Not the new one. Look, it's a waypoint. I can go restock my potions because we are almost out of them.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Let's see. Level 49. You said Dr. Doolittle, you were on that lady who ate shellfish with the buttocks in the air? Oh, God. Moisturize me. Of course, I'm at the age where I should be putting lotion on my old ass skin. Not on my actual ass skin, but my old skin. Let's see. And can you imagine having to, like, moisturize your own butt cheeks? I guarantee you there's plenty of people who do. I would just imagine that would just cause you to get pimples on your butt, though. Really, at this point, I think we might be actually slightly better off grabbing one of these guys now that I stop and think about it. If we can get the right aura, at least. You can attest to this. Touché. Or should I say, tushy? I'm sorry, just like a random bad butt joke there. Oh no! I'm very tempted to just try and capture one of those guys. Sometimes the ass is just the main selling point. That is one thing no one has ever said about me. For those of you wondering, well, actually, never mind. I take it back. One person has said I have a cute butt, and they were about 20, 30 years older than me at the time. But, generally speaking, I am built like Hank Hill to an extent. I just go back, crack, leg. If I try running, I start catching things on fire because it's just friction. And kill maxing. No ass propane accessories. Okay, quest. We need to kill Mephisto. Let's see. Can we get a cursed? Oh, there went mercenary. Hi. How you doing there, bud? Jeez, that was brutal. Not that our mercenary was terribly important to this, but did help a little bit to have him around. Because he kept our mana topped off. Yoink and yoink. Got some kind of pain in the ass over here. I do find them healing each other slightly irritating. There we go. You guys just keep doing your stuff. It's fine. There we go. Let's see. Open town portal. Go get what's his face back. He's probably gonna die to Mephisto. But we can afford it. Bonk. Kept forgetting to put those points in because they don't really matter. They're like, whose line is it anyway? Okay. Which one do we want to try and see if they get amp? Actually, these guys are not great for stealing, even if they are amp damage. Yeah, as soon as we teleport them to them, they just die, as long as the guys are not on AI cooldown. Yeah, if they're on AI cooldown, then they do kind of wait a minute, but not a big deal. Die, Mephisto. Die, potato. Does he still only have the one aura? Yeah, he only has the one aura. Ta-da! When a Hephasto is stronger than freaking Mephisto. Seriously. Onward to Act 4. And yes, I will identify the gloves because they might be better than what we've got. They are not better than what we've got. They are shit. Good lord. The time has come. Has it now, you dirty old man? I thought it was just you that had come. I mean, he doesn't have a well here, so he has nowhere to hide it. That's why he always hangs out by the well. Ew. Gross. Poisoning the water supply of towns, one old man at a time. Fire enchanted extra strong. Let's go ahead and slow everybody down. I really am surprised Hassine survived Mephisto, because he has seen a lot of things. All's well that ends in the well. Murder, death, destruction, snacks. Horrid gremlin unlocked. I mean, wouldn't that be weird if all of these horrible things in the world, they didn't happen because of Andariel and I'm forgetting his name, the angel bastard. And I don't even think it was Andariel, was it? No, it wasn't Andariel. I am Lilith. There we go. All happened because of Lilith and the weird angel guy. It happened because of Cain and that well. Okay, more life. And, oh, that's maxed already. Oh. Where do I put the points? Do I just go Goatman? Do I want to go Goatman? I could go Goatman. Could go Defilers. Blood Oath, we could get a few levels in and it wouldn't be awful. Let's go. Which minion do we want, guys? Which minion do we want? We go with Goat. They're the Goat. Okay, so I don't think that's going to be the right way. We're going to go this way. And yes, he is just off killing them on his own. It doesn't matter. He's fine. Our poison resist in hell difficulty is going to suck. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be bad. Got rid of that. Oh, God. There's a lot of you bastards here. You know that? Mercenary, can you not die? Nope. He can't not die. I guess we're gonna get some more goats. Something in there is cursed. I think it is... No, it is the undead guy. That sucks. Undead guy has decided he is going to be a problem. Do I even bother with the mercenary at this point? Kinda just don't wanna. Kinda just don't care. Because frankly, Hephasto is gonna do way more than him. I don't know which direction the stairs are going to be. It might be at the bottom. Do you have a ghostly one? Yes, we do. I'm going to try and get you. You are conviction. Cute. That means you guys are going to be hitting more. I do want to see. Oh, he's only immune to poison. Darn. I was curious, and it's going to probably bite us in the ass. It's fine. He deals better with AoEs anyway. Now, if we could get a curse one of the little guys, that wouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, the aggressiveness... oh, it became a Berserker Venom Lord. What? Sir? Sir. This is a Wendy's. You're still translucent. I know you were the ghostly one. Changing your name doesn't change that. You little bastard. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing anything to the Venom Lord guy. He's got all the decent modifiers on him, at least. I suppose this would actually work good if we were maxing out the Conviction, that is. Would work good if we were maxing out the Tainted. Because they're going to get up into some decent fire damage. And Conviction would probably work well with that. I'm pretty sure our exit is at the bottom. And no, we can't still Iswall. I think I kind of want one of my mints there. Yeah, you keep fighting that. Yeah. Loud clunk of me just slamming the drawer. It's behind my fan, so it's kind of hard to open. But I got a mint. A wintergreen mint. The superior mint. For those of you that are curious, yes, wintergreen is the superior mint. Way better than peppermint. And I'm sitting here eating it like a heathen. I have a feeling we're going to have gloams. Call it a hunch. Mainly because we had glooms earlier. We're on a gloam day. It's gloomy outside. Which I do need to... Wrong window, Alzorath. I want that window. Huzzah. And Hazoy. And that's where we want that window at. Bloop. Okay. Where are you guys hiding? Get murdered. Bitches. Here's your stitches. But yeah, generally speaking, deciding which game to cover is in and of itself a challenge. Because I am very easily distracted by some of the weirdest crap. Like, I will randomly get the urge to play Chaos Wars. You want to see real gremlin mode kicking off. And if you're curious, the voice acting in Chaos Wars is not the worst I've ever heard. The fuck was that? Why do you have a horn louder than God? I don't even know if that came through on stream or not, but... Normally, whenever somebody honks a horn, it's like, oh, there's a horn going off in there. But that sounded like it was like right the fuck next to me. That was not a usual horn. Oh, there's two. We didn't get gloams. Yay! We didn't get any good demons here, but Because I don't have to worry about lightning. Can I have Iswal, please? Can I just steal him? I don't think I can. Just get the world's tankiest demon. I didn't look up if he's on the list, though. He might be. What was the chance to get them? 27% chance to buy. So 1 in 4 against the enemies. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to actually grab Iswal. I don't think he's on the list. If you're not on the list, you don't get in the party. Come here, you fools. We need to find a good, like, aggressive enemy. I know that there's a camp of people that really like the... Oh, Spear Maidens. I'm forgetting their names. Corrupted Rogues is what I always call them, but that's not what their name is. It's the Act 5 variant of them. Because they will just zip in, charge, and just be aggro as hell. Makes life a lot easier. Because then it's just zipping around and just deleting everything. Getting enchanted and curse. No. Well, curse would have been nice, but I need to put that back on my list, by the way. Especially now that we swapped out. Definitely need that back on my list. Okay, your spectral hit and magic resistant, not really worth it. Doomcasters are undead. Yeah, we don't really have anything to fear as far as the enemies go right now. Other than them just going around our minions and smacking us in the face. Whenever it comes to our minions, they can take out our goats all they want, but they kind of suck at taking out the big tanky bastard that's behind them. We're oddly enough not struggling with mana either. Which I kind of thought we would be without the mercenary and his insight. Obviously, we're not staying capped off like 24/7 like we usually are, but it's not bad. I might still sub out some of my slots for health potions. Sir, this is not the Wendy's you're looking for. Go back to the actual fight, you bastards. Stop following me. Oh, it's a minion. Where's his dad? Where your dad at? Extra fast, extra strong, extra dead. I didn't even realize there was a boss mob in there. One goat man versus one doom knight. I think, yeah, the goat man finally won. Taking his sweet ass time over there. Okay, there's two things we need to find in here. One is Iswal, so we can get 2 more skill points to invest in goat. And we need probably the stairs. Hopefully the stairs. Broken Lock. I wouldn't quite say he's broken, but he's definitely overpowered. I would say that our minion is broken more than us. We basically can craft a super unique from nothing. I still do find it weird. It counts it as a Berserker Venom Lord, even though it was a ghostly Venom Lord. The goats are stronger than the barb. Wouldn't go quite that far, but they are pretty tanky. A good whirlwind grief barb is pretty hard to beat as far as just like ease of play. You can just spin to win everything. And if you're spinning to move instead of walking, you get to keep your max block. How long is it going to take to kill Iswal? About 3.5 years. Dude's got the health pool of God. Although we have crushing blow, so it's not that bad. Good job, Iswal. Tyrael was a fool to have trusted you. Yada 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 yada. Whatever you say, Iswal. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. We'll see you in hell. Oh, we will actually see him in hell. How's it going, by the way, Jinping? Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping? Xi Jinping. For some reason, when I first read that, my brain put an N there. Not exaggerating. If you bind a stronger demon, it clears trap faster than the gold find barb. I can see that. You have to bind the right one, the ones with the right kind of AI, as well. But I kind of want to do an Udar, but I need to find the right Udar base. I need a curse Udar. But that said, I still think probably the most overpowered thing is the strike here, Echoing Strike. And that's mostly because the amount of control you have. While you do have control of like being able to drop these on a guy, any of the support skills that you use with them, such as using the defilers or anything like that, is prone to just like weird monster AI. Whereas, let's go and let you guys just do whatever you're gonna do up there. I don't want to mess with that. Curse, Aura, Enchanted, Fire, Lightning. I wouldn't really care about Fire and Lightning, although they do actually let you get Curse on easier. So that is the most important thing is Cursed. Aura Enchanted you can get through the base skill. You have to get the right aura through that. You get to keep the other abilities that are on them, so you'd probably want Cursed and the Fire and Lightning. Lightning probably being the more important one, too. Goat, get out over there. Goat number 2, go out there as well. Yeah, and they also get spectral hits, so you don't have to worry about, oh, physical damage versus physical immunes. No, it's fine. But Curse usually will break any physical immunes you run across, except for in very specific circumstances. We got the City of the Damned, so here's hoping we have Udars down here. I'm going to just swap this guy out for a normal Udar, just to see how strong our base guys are. Well, there's 2 of our enemy slots taken. I'd rather have an Udar versus Hephasto. But let us see. Do you have anything? Do we have Udars? No, we still don't know if we have Udars. Because we still have 1 enemy group left here. Yeah, Fasto's a safe pick, just in general. Even if he doesn't have curse and stuff like that, he is just a good... Oh, we do have Udars. Oh, and we have a cursed one. I need to get to you before... We might die to this. No! You guys go up and deal with that. I'm going to be drinking potions to try and get the unique guy. Oh, he is up here with us. Hi, guy. There we go. Now let's see what stats you have. Oh, you switched auras, you bastard. That's the downside of having a high level of this, is swapped his aura. But, because he had fanaticism before. Curse, extra strong, spectral hit, aura, extra fast. Yeah, it gave him a bad aura, but other than that, he's fine. You don't actually need to be that close to him, funnily enough. Oh, it was one of those guys that... Oh, wait a minute. It was him that had the aura.
Not enough mana. I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to soften this guy first. Nope. We one-shot him, unfortunately. Oh, that would have been a really good one to have, too. I'll be able to find a better one anyway. Oh no, they're so scary. Having a big crushing blow guy as our unique is fine. Yeah, they do like to blow flames. It's not terrible, though. Generally speaking, their rate is... I would say it's probably like 30-70. They're at least aggressive. What are you doing there, bud? Why is no one aggroing on this guy? I think something's broken. Don't know what is up with this guy. I mean, we've ran across weird glitches before, but I think this might have something to do with Bind Demon. I don't think he actually exists. Watch him hit me and one-shot me just randomly in here. Yeah, I'm fairly sure this guy just doesn't exist. Still unnerving as hell. I just don't think he exists. They're brothers? I mean, maybe. You can't hit any of us, so. Oh, the fake Smith. Been a while since I've seen this. This particular layout, it's not super common. He is trying to hit his brother. Why do you abandon me? I have a feeling he'll vanish when we go to... Oh, well, that'd be hilarious if he comes down with us. That would be great. Oh, Jesus. You guys need to eat. Yeah, they have crushing blow. It works against us, too. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Think I might have... No, I didn't. Okay. Probably same father, different mother. Jeez. Getting dark here. Yeah, pretty much anything that isn't an Udar is not going to touch him. I do wonder what's going to happen to this guy when we go through the waypoint, though. I think he's just going to vanish. Because I don't think he actually exists in the game. I think he just exists in the client. If you're wondering what I'm referencing, yes, Diablo 2 Resurrected works the same way as Lord of Destruction. Whenever you are playing single player, you are actually running a server and the client. And you're basically connecting to yourself. It's very funky. That's why you end up being able to desync in single player. Which is mind-bogglingly dumb, but not the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It is one of those freaking held together with twine and duct tape situations. So do we think he's going to be down there? I am going to go drop off my gems. No, he's still there. Okay. Sir? Can I kill you? Nope. Yeah, not even my asthma actually hurts him. So he just doesn't exist. I'm gonna need like a teleport wand to leave him behind. Speaking of Pokemon with this, I'm sure someone somewhere is doing this. There totally needs to be a minion PvP like series somewhere. Someone's probably already making it, if they haven't already finished it. Because that would be hilarious. Blessed aim? Ugh, I might not actually swap this out for Hephasto. Unless Hephasto is cursed, I don't think we want to swap it out. He is not. So he would have been a bad Hephasto. I forgot I swapped off all the other things. Okay, so we get those. We grab you. We go for a bunk. And a second bunk. And a third bunk. And another hell rune. What is with us and hell runes on this guy? New unique item with bind demon. New unique item with bind demon power, so everyone with class can play Pokemon too. That'd be hilarious. Trying to think what item base it would be, though. I'm thinking something offhand. Thought we lost you, bud. Come on. This way. There you go. So we're going to leave him behind. Because you know what happens? He's targeting our other guy. Our other guy's going to teleport to us. Okay, so we go ahead and we go F4, F3 just to get rid of that. Hello, Hadriel. Oh yeah, we need to go get our skill points. I have literally beaten a playthrough and forgotten to get all of my Tyrael skill points in all 3 difficulties before, because usually by the time I'm getting them, I'm like, I'm already set in my class. I'm just not thinking about going back. We'll get it whenever we get it later. And then we just never get it later. Let's see. Yeah, we're going goats. I'll probably respec at some point and lose our guy. It's fine. Oh yeah, I need to get a minion. Come here. He has seen many things and he has died many times. I do like how eager our Udar is. Ta-da! And yeah, as long as he has allies, he just has nothing to fear. So as far as the path we want to take in here, I want to say it is on the right-hand side. I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, that's just a platform up there. I always forget the patterns. It only has 3 of them, but 3 segments, that is. Yeah. I forget if they fixed the ghost merc thing. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do if they didn't. I forget if they patched it, though. I think they did. Where you could teleport your mercenary outside of the map and all enemies would just stop tracking it. Pretty sure they fixed it. You do you over there, mercenary. At least you're not dying down there. This is ominous. Find some enemies. Good job. Good boy. A well-geared Act 5 would be pretty solid on this. I think ultimately I'm going to prefer having a Might Mercenary eventually, or a Thorns Mercenary. Right now, we just have a Holy Freeze one. Because we didn't have access to the ones we wanted. But yeah, any amount of flat damage is not going to do, like, anything to our Udar. We are the Crushing Blow team. Act bosses, I don't even think really stand a chance against this. Crushing Blow is so brutal. Mercenary is just support now. Go, goats! You guys are distractions. Let's see. Do I need anything from this? Not really. Okay. What order do we want to do it? Probably... We're going reverse order again. Kind of just going to stick with that. I did want to beat Nightmare today, but I am running out of caffeine and my blood in my caffeine system is getting a little too rich. So probably go for about 3 hours, which honestly we might be able to beat Nightmare in 3 hours. If I just go straight through and don't get distracted by my tirades that I usually do. My rants, my distractions, my murderizations. Wow, nothing stands a chance against him. Jeez. I'm so glad that they cannot cast Iron Maiden anymore. More Goatmen. And more life. No, this is players 1. It's fine. I have been doing a lot of it on players 8. I just didn't feel like it. I noticed we were on players 1 today, and I was like, I don't feel like swapping it. Yeah, anywhere he lands, things die. Let's go ahead and heal them. Scene, I'll give you a healing potion. Why not? You deserve it. You've lived through a lot of shit. He's just having a field day. He's amp damaging everything, knocking the snot out of them. There you guys go. Murder those. I probably shouldn't have left my mercenary back here abandoned, but he's extraneous at this point. Yeah, extraneous. I know English. It's not very well when I'm tired. Okay, let's see. Bonk and bonk. Looking good. Time for the curses. Where did you spawn at? Down here? Cool. And I think he did just one shot Desace. Come back down here and defend. Something up there has amp. I think it is just an Oblivion, but still. Do I think my minions can kill Diablo? Absolutely. But I think it's gonna be pretty it's gonna be pretty gross. I have a gut feeling that he might be able to stop my demon if he freezes him. That wouldn't surprise me. We'll grab you. And then you, as soon as Blue Boy dies. Yeah, it's the end of that one. So we're going to lose Mercenary on this most likely. We already have Frenzy on our little buddies there. There's our Crushing Blows going in. Didn't even dent the bastard. Did we get him before he kills them? We did! Ooh. Do we want to take bets on what that is? I'm guessing Mantled Healing. It's Ravenfrost. Our first one since the Warlock drop. Hawkmail's not bad either. It has shaft stop though. Nah, I wouldn't get lucky enough to get Stone of Jordan. Still, Ravenfrost is not bad. It's a fairly solid pick. In fact, it might be worth. Now, we already have pretty high cold resist, but it's still not bad. We could use it. Gives a little bit of mana. We don't really use the attack rating. Don't use the cold damage. Cannot be frozen is nice, but we already have that on our shield. Would let us switch to a Splendor and keep that, though. I don't want to put a Splendor in a crappy tome, though. And yes, this is a crappy tome. It gives us 2 extra goat man. That's literally the only thing it has for us. We're still using this piece of shit as well. Oh, Lord. Should I... It might be worth it.
Hail to you, champion.
Oh yeah, we are keeping the stuff that we find in this. Shared stash. Donka, donka, donka. There we go. We did keep this. We could do that into a Splendor. That said, this would probably still be better to make a Splendor with. What weapons do I even have a choice of? I don't remember what all I've even picked up is the sad part. We're not using really anything from that. Demonic Mastery is nice, but that's it. We have a crap ton of stout nails and just crap like that. That can go away. Could do some fast run walk if we wanted to. That is not good for us. Rancor is, I think... Oh, no, it's Sigil Death. Let's see. I could make a Splendor. I transferred over runes from OG, so we actually have some of those. And yes, we did go through on each of the different variants. So this guy, it's fine. Buts. It might just be worth to do Splendor. So I think Splendor is... It should be Ethlum. We'll go ahead and just do that. Burning a Lum is a little bit rough, but... Okay. There we go. +1 all skills. We look kind of cliche. I still need a 4-socket weapon. We have not found one. We have had very terrible luck with that. I could make a spirit, and that would actually get us up to... If we got a spirit, it gets up to 26 Demonic Mastery and 26 Bind Demon. That would not be bad. I'm not doing Consume simply because I'm not doing combat myself. So off into Act 5 we go. Act 5. Tastes like Harrogath. Kind of tempted to go see if that guy's still there. Let's see. Nope. I was just dealing with a message that I was getting. It's fine. It's okay. There we go. Consume's not even needed whenever you are running ones that benefit from it, really. Only thing you should be consuming are your resummonables. You should never be consuming your big guy. At least that's my opinion. Your opinion may vary. It's fine. You're here to defeat the gods. Punch them first. So, do we pump it up to players 8? No, we do not. Do not feel like pumping it up to players 8. Slightly tempted to just transfer over all my spirits. I would need to swap my stats around to get my strength up, but the one area I hate coming through because of these bastards. They actually hurt. Especially whenever you don't have block. The variable enemies in Act 5 did increase its difficulty, but not by much because you already know what you're going to be encountering in each area. They just put ones here that were more annoying. You guys stop picking on that barbarian, please. As we immediately go and stand in said poison. Because I am what is known as the dumps. And I don't mean the gas relieving pills. Well, they're not pills, they're chewables, but still. The gas destroying candies. I do know some people who do pop that shit like candies, though. Which I think is a little bit on the ridiculous side. It's not good for you. It's really not good for you. You should follow your medication instructions. You know what, let's go ahead and get rid of that column, and we will... Oh, I didn't mean to control click. I meant to shift click. We'll start moving towards getting 2 or 3 rows of healing potions. Because we're just not using mana unless we're trying to convert something. Right now, we're not trying to convert anything. And we will never, I will never try to convert one of the whip guys. I freaking still hate the fact that the sound balancing on their blasted green bolt thing is just freaking awful. It is beyond gross. Where is he at? Cold Enchanted and Stone Skin? Nope. They're also not very aggressive, so they're not good picks. If they were more aggressive, I'd consider it because, you know, range would be kind of fun. But pretty much all of the ranged enemies have a reposition script that they'll sometimes trigger instead of their attack scripts. Whereas a lot of melee units will just be like, I am going to charge at your face and cause you all the pain and suffering. And yes, there are some undeads you can get with Bind Demon. I have a feeling that's going to get patched. Just calling it now, it's probably going to get patched. I don't know what will happen if you have one, You might get to keep it. It might start just deteriorating. It might just not exist anymore. There is no telling as to how they'd treat it. It would be a pretty cool trophy to have if they let people who had what's his face, the freaking greater mummy from the throne, if they let you actually keep him after they fix that bug. It'd be hilarious to actually have that just kind of like a trophy, but you'd also have to make sure it never dies. Which is not really guaranteed. Mercenary, why are you dumb right now? Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum. He's just kind of like, I'm just gonna sit and watch. I mean, probably because he's died so many times, but still. Get wrecked. Healing potion. Go ahead and start in on our third stack.
Slave master herding demonic slaves.
And let's get the hell out of Dodge. Of course, the next area is not much better, unfortunately. Can I not be targeted, please? Thank you. So he'll add sockets. We don't really care about that too much. We could save a blank white broadsword and just make a spirit in that. There's our level up. It's at 53. Good lord. Good lord, that's a lot of 50s. More undead burning archers. Lovely. But yeah, we get curse. I mean, not curse. We get aura enchanted just by the nature of ensnaring one. I don't have to worry whether they're aura enchanted to begin with. I do kind of hope that they become like fanaticism or conviction, but I think conviction would be really good. You guys get to get frenzied by the bloods, because that increases your attack speed, your heals, and lifesteal, and all kinds of stuff. Makes you truly a beast. A demon of burden. Thank you. We do not care about rescuing idiots. Well, we care about rescuing an idiot. Just not most idiots. Okay, we'll drink you. I think our mercenary is fine. Yeah, he's not a bad mercenary. He's just not strong yet. He needs life leech, and we just do not have that for him. Now we'll grab you. Could be resist. You never know. It actually is resist. I think I prefer the lightning resist over the cold resist, though. Literally had that discussion recently as well. What resist should you be going for if you are looking at your gear? Cold resist is probably the least important for PvE. One, it's relatively easy to find, and two, even if you're not overstacked on it, there's very few enemies who do cold damage that are going to be a real threat to you. Especially if you are not the one being targeted, like us, because we have minions. What level are you at? Oh, you're at 53 as well. Cool. But yeah, he's not bad. We could actually try and find him a life leech helmet. We could craft a blood helmet. That'd get him a little bit of survivability, but really not terribly attached to it. Go for it. Yeah, these, not the Burning Dead archers, the Corrupted Rogue archers are actually not terrible. I don't think we want to switch this one out, though, because we have Crushing Blow, and we have pretty much all the things we would particularly want on this. And I'm also noticing a lot more corpse issues. You watch while we're fighting, watch the enemies and stuff like that kind of closely. For some reason, there is like a culling effect in place that is causing corpses to disappear, which would be really bad if that's happening to necro players. Because not only are you going to be penalized for something like, say, if you end up with cold damage, extra fast or enchanted, don't care about you. Because cold damage does destroy corpses, but we're actually just losing corpses in general. The actual corpse is just vanishing before it, as the enemy dies. I'm slightly curious, what are your immunities? None. Groovy. Okay, as far as getting across here, I think this is a horizontal one. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, it's this shit. I've got to be on the lookout for brown things against a brown background. These guys will end up killing me because I cannot see their projectiles because I am old and blind. And their projectiles do this thing called fucking piercing. Well, there's a codex. You need to be on the lookout for the codexes, by the way. I can find a good one to do... that's not a good one. Splendor in. What I would probably want on it is Bind Demon or Demonic Mastery. Although we can't get ones with Demonic Mastery right now because that's too much of a level difference. Not even the Hairpin Bandit could do that. 'Tis I! No, it is not I. Yes, I have seen a lot of those shorts recommended to me. Yes, I do find them... about 75% of them are hilarious. I'm surprised no one has tried to do the same thing in Diablo. 'Tis I, the hardcore weirdo! But you don't have voice comms in this, so... it doesn't work! You start hearing another player's voice in Diablo, you are probably in freaking trouble, or you are sitting on Discord with your screen share on. So this was not a horizontal, this is a vertical. Which means it sucks. But we can at least get past all these guys without having to deal with the piercy throwy guys again.
The cat people, they scare me. They make me upset on the inside.
Scratch my back real soon while those guys are doing their stuff. Mercenary, don't die to the ice bastards. Those guys are at least not as bad. The snakes. Snakes aren't as bad. They're irritating, but they're not awful. they'll do Bone Spear through, and it can cause damage. Not as much as those little Slinger Cats. Good amp damage in a Slinger Cat is a whole massive chunk of your life. So that is actually... yeah, that's the stairs up to Glacial Trail. Do I even care about getting the wands? It's just going to be gold for me. I already have the white wands that I want and all that stuff. I do think that some people do assume that just because I don't pick something up means I don't know the value of it. It just generally means that I already have something that fits that. Only reason I'm picking up uniques and stuff in this is for the freaking compendium. Because currently we are not very far through the compendium. And I wouldn't mind getting some of the cosmetic stuff through it. Why? Because I'm that nerd. Would I pay for it? Fuck no. Would I grind my ass off for it? Maybe. That said, I have Holy Grailed multiple times. So it's one of those things like, is it worth the trouble? Generally, the answer is probably not. It's ethereal, that still works. Brain Hue! That wouldn't be bad for, like, a super low level of the Echoing Blades or Echoing Strike guys. Especially considering you can wear this one-handed, and it looks completely freaking badass. And if I remember correctly, echoing does not cause... let's go there. If I remember correctly, echoing does not cause durability loss.
You're an even.
Too bad we didn't save a white broadsword. Now I need to just keep my eyes out for one. Which is possible because we do actually have relatively mediocre magic find. I think, yeah, we are at 54%, so we'll still see white drops. Okay, so that's Frozen River. We are going to go ahead and put Portal up. We want the waypoint first, just in case bullshit happens. Because we can get Gloams. Gloams! Nobody likes Gloams. Gloams are the worst enemy. You pretty much have to build specifically for them not to be a pain in the ass. Which is usually either a bunch of lightning absorb or a bunch of flat magic damage reduction. At least this act is good XP. Even if we don't get through Nightmare today, we've gotten levels up. And yes, I was very tempted to get this on Steam instead of getting the expansion. But 40 bucks, bit much. That said, expansion 25 bucks still a bit freaking much for what it is, at least. So we're gonna dump that into the shared. So that's gonna almost a mil, almost. And we're starting to build up our full rejuves as well. Why I feel compelled to get 99? It's the same reason that I have all the Mega Elixirs from Final Fantasies that we've covered on the channel. All still on those characters. It is the Too Good to Use Club. That club in my back pocket. Yeah, if we were really worried about resist, we could go Ancient's Pledge. You know, let's do that for a while. We don't need the extra skill points. They're not doing much for us. Oh, yeah, we got the waypoint. We came up through the waypoint. I was raised on this. So we've got bone mages. And I think what else we have? We have bone mages and succubi, which is good sign. I forget whether oh, we got ghosts. That's actually good. Yeah, we don't really have much to worry about here. Nice. And we go with more goatmen and just continue on our way. There's the guy we want. Okay, nope, that wasn't the guy we want. There is another boss mob somewhere around here that is giving these bastards might. And it's mildly terrifying. I think it's one of the succubi. There she is. Oh! She's not aggressive enough, otherwise that would have been a good one. But might and cursed? You do it, my demon buddies. That said, if I remember correctly, the succubi here can just cast curse. Sorry, amp damage. I'm a necromain. I should call it by its proper name. The damage amplifier of the great Khaldun.
That's not what it's called.
Talrasha. Called Talrasha's fart. There we go. All things absolutely awful variants of their name until somebody calls you out on it. Moist. And yes, I am keeping that moist redeemed for the rest of the stream. Only costs 100 and something points to redeem. Moist. Just do an entire stream of me just repeating moist to the microphone. I'm an ASMR streamer now. Moist.
It's extra moist deluxe. Moist.
And yes, I am just bashing all of the bone mages to pieces because of spite. They do not matter. Because the actual, she's right there. Well, a little bit left of that, but still. You'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the weird layout one. Very used to them being horizontal. This is a vertical one. Let's see. Get you gone. I do like that he is just trouncing everything. He's a lot stronger than I thought he was going to be. I already thought he was going to be strong. Because he is one-shotting enemies that he probably shouldn't be able to one-shot. And I haven't seen his life really having any problems, which is also mildly terrifying. How scary is your demon? Oh, 7 out of 10. I'd say a 6 or 7 out of 10. You thought I was going to actually make the joke, didn't you? I had to throw that ore in there to make it not funny. Because do I seem like somebody who has a sense of humor? Only thing humorous about me is in my skeleton. First guy, you really don't need to go up there. It's fine. You're okay. They got this. You don't. Hero, Neelathak did this to me. Oh no! Now you gotta waste all your town portal scrolls on me. It's not even that they're expensive. We could literally sell one thing and have enough money to refill the book entirely. It's the principle of the matter. There is more. Resist all.
Salutations.
Saturations. Ooh, Dagar. That's actually a very expensive Dagar. $500,000. It's a pricey Dagar.
You have thank you, Neela. Good morning.
Thank you, traveler. Man, it's garbage. Man, if only I could find... I really wish if I just randomly stumble across a tome like our freaking Necro head, I'll shit myself and just go bonkers. For those of you wondering, Necrohead, just go look at my Poison Necro video. I do show it off. It is one of, like, the only really, truly broken items I have ever found. Now, one thing that I have been thinking about, these... If you are looking for a good, just quick to grab demon, those might not be a bad route to do so. Because these aren't bad demons by any stretch of the imagination. It's just Udar do better. Do I care about the waypoint for this? Not really. I think the only other waypoint we really care about is Ancient's Way, and probably Worldstone 2. Although we're not going to be grinding, so it doesn't really matter that much. Well. Oh, there's a fanaticism up there. And it is a pit viper fanaticism, I think. Nope, it is a frozen creeper fanaticism. Grab you. Is this better? It's actually not. Though that would be good for a solo self-found assassin run. I think I prefer what we have for now. But they're not bad. It's one of those things where I'm looking at that from solo self-found perspective, not from... See, that's going to be a 4-socket flail, isn't it? Nope. We were close. Let's go this way. Big gumdrop angry.
His name is now Gumdrop.
He is good at committing the fluffernutters. Okay, I do find it mildly disappointing that they made the Warlock's shield two-socket, though. But considering that you can wield two-handed weapons in one hand, all two-handed weapons in one hand, I guess I shouldn't complain about that. Jeez, I did not expect him to get past his AI delay like that. He double swing on that guy. Now, as far as what I think they're going to end up probably nerfing first, I do think they're going to probably nerf casting it through walls. Lordy. Let's see. Level 54. Do we actually have... you know what? I am going to beat Nightmare today. Unless something stupid happens. I don't care if I pass out at the keyboard. If I fall asleep at the keyboard. Somebody come shove me. That's the downside of covering a game that I have played this much. Is that while I find it enjoyable, I also find it very relaxing. So if I'm at all tired, you want to take a wild guess at what happens? Take one wild guess at what happens if you play a game that you can play in your sleep. You're already slightly tired. You're going to start feeling nap time sneak up on you. And it's going to strike you without warning. And yes, we are just looking for the stairs up, which is there. Obviously want to keep the path clean-ish, just in case something stupid does happen. Well, we got a second one. Azuzula. Please don't time mercenary. Look, it's another faster run walk. What? Lovely. Beautiful. Like a dream. I'm trying to think of what kind of build you would run with his set. But they really haven't really addressed the fact that most set items are just not worth the effort. Okay, we're sitting at 6 full rejuves. That's just going to sit in here for a while. That's going to go with junk jewels. How are we looking? Not quite mill, but close enough.
Afternoon.
Probably hit it before hell. And we did get glacial. Yeah, we got glacial trail. Not that we need it, but it's there in case we do a dumbs. So I am going to sprint like a madman through this while they do all the work. Them teleporting to us should kill most of the potential enemies. There's one of your most dangerous cold damage enemies. Cold archers, if you're wondering what I'm referencing, are generally going to be one of your more dangerous cold damage enemies. Mainly, if you don't have decent block, they can do okay damage. They're basically like the fire archers. The Burning Dead. Burning Dead girl. We don't care about those. Go ahead and take them out. Look at our XP bar still just chugging along like there's nothing wrong here. Get that. And yes, I am intentionally just tossing them on top of them just to get a little bit of extra XP as we are just running past. I really don't feel any desire to stick around and fight all of these guys. Only reason I'm doing it here is because we're going to have to go up to actually get to the cave anyway. I might as well clear it all out. Ooh, Grand Charm. It could be a plus skill. We don't have any... I don't have any Warlock plus skill charms yet. Okay, healing potion, yes, please. Now for probably one of the more painful ones. Lancers are not bad. Oh, there's Eisenhardt's chestplate. Something we haven't gotten on our Warlocks yet, surprisingly. There we go. We have 3 parts of Eisenhardt's now. All we're missing is the helmet. Yeah, if we could get a cursed Lancer, I would love it. Pretty much one of the few things that I would consider swapping him out for. Just because they're more aggressive. Though he is pretty damn aggressive, so it's not, like, awful. Considering he's got extra fast and all that jazz. So we are going to get the waypoint. Just because I don't want things to go belly up and have to walk all the way back here. Don't mess with that. We actually, yes, we had room in there. I wasn't sure if we still had room in the tome. So I knew I had refilled it before, but I couldn't remember if I'd used it since. Now, if only he had some kind of splash, that would be wonderful. But he doesn't. He just decimates any single thing he hits. Voiced. Should I just make a sound clip of Moist and just leave that up? I'm not as bothered with there being sound clips of my own voice as a redeem. I'm not a huge fan of, at least on my stream. I don't mind it on other people's streams. It's actually kind of cool on other people's streams. But I do find it disruptive whenever trying to record footage for, like, videos and shorts and stuff like that. You have all of the various bells and whistles and the oddities and this stuff like that. Otherwise, I totally would include that. I think I am going to include that on the TTRPG channel, though. Not necessarily all the chaos, and I'll have it easily disableable. There we go. I can use them English words. For the streams that are going to be like actual live plays kind of things, or actual plays, depending on whether I decide to do them live or pre-recorded and edited down. Okay, so that's the downstairs. We're looking for the upstairs. And we will not be going near Alcor because he likes to trap us in his little tent. He's a little creeper.
He's a creepy boy.
Yeah, there is never a reason to go to the center of Ancient's Way or anything like that. All of your exits, all of your caves, everything are going to be on the edges of it. You'll ever notice that I do just go around the periphery.
The peripheral.
Man, if we lose this guy, I'm going to be upset. Okay, which one do we want to take out first? I think Maddock. Because he's the most likely to stay in place. Then Corlix's the next most likely.
Thanks.
Don't die on me, mercenary. You can do it. I believe in you. You are a worthy hero. We augment your strength by giving you even more skill points and XP that you already were working towards.
It's fine.
Honestly, if you're trying to get the most out of it, you probably should level up some before this. This would be the level that, for a lot of classes, I would be just getting to starting Nightmare on after doing my like initial little grinds and stuff like that. Imagine if we get a fanaticism fanaticism cursed Bloodlord. That would be busted. We can also get physical immune ones in hell difficulty. I think they're considered demons. Are they not? I know invaders are not. But I think they're considered demons. The Death Lords? Considered demons, aren't they? Oh, we'll find out. We're gonna find some more of them eventually here. We do have one more potential Gloam spawn. Which is going to be on the next floor. And then we also have potential Gloam spawn. Oh no, they're not considered demons. Cute. So we have next floor, we can have Gloam spawn, and then there is freaking whatchamacallit? The throne. Those are the only two more places we have Glooms. Floor 1 and floor 3 cannot. It's not in their pools. Floor 2 has poison and Gloam possible. It's not that way, I don't think. It could be to the right. Decimate them. It is! Nuke them all! Yeah, if they counted as demons, it would show under their name. The only one that it's not true of is Blasted, who's your whatchamacallit? Ahmed, or whatever his name is. The cursed guy. Hey, it's General Tano Liga. Go drop off crap. We have more garbage. Da 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 da. Yeah, we have... The rest of Eyes and Hearts should be in here. Yeah, 3. So all we're missing is the horns. And we could make an Eyes and Heart lock. That sounds like some kind of weird Valentine's Day cult. We're in the Eyes and Heart lock.
The ancient.
No, something damaged our equipment. Whatever will we do? Okay, so we got that. And it is Glooms and Poison. Lovely. Yeah, the Gloams can suck everything. Probably should have just gotten some antidotes. We'll go up. Sadly, the freaking Gloams are not the ones I'm most worried about. Yeah, they're gonna hurt a little bit, but we have okay resist. It's poison getting on us and just getting us at super low life and me not noticing. It's going to be the biggest problem. Same for Mercenary. He can die from poison. I do not. This is not a guaranteed dead end. It's very likely a dead end. Yep, it is. See, that, if I remember correctly, can turn into path. Usually it does not. I might be misremembering, though. I think the breakpoint would be right there. Because that's one square. Yeah, that would be a square. I don't know if a actual hall can actually form after that one, now that I stop and think about it. I do not remember seeing a hall coming off of that. God, I hate having revival guys with the black souls. Because they can revive the black souls. They absolutely can. It is as bullshit as it sounds. And yes, we need to find the waypoint before. Yeah. Thankfully, we already did. Before we go downstairs. He is actually weirdly hooked on me. There you go, bud. Not sure what that was about. You okay now? Done that more than once. Just weirdly get connected to me at the hip. Then we can never leave each other again. Yeah, we're probably going to be just shy of probably 59 by the end of this, unless I am miscalculating how much we're going to have to kill on the next floor. Because we're about to hit 57. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're going to be 58 point some odd. Okay, so there's more life for us. Are we at... Ah, we're just shy of 1,000. Mercenary, you might just have to die because I'm tired of wasting healing potions on you. There's an antidote just in case we need it. Probably don't, but it's just in case. Level 3. What do we think we got down here? Probably more Bane. I'll just keep that. Of course. Well, there you go, Mercenary. Be relieved. Oh, this is going to be an easy floor. Less XP, though, because explodey guys. Currently have an ad break on Twitch. We will avoid beating the difficulty while the ad is running. I don't think we're at any risk of actually beating it during that, but I thought I would give a heads up. We will literally not go down through Bale's portal while any ad breaks are running. Easy enough. Mercenary, go ahead and actually no, we'll grab this and we'll use this later. nothing there. I have a feeling... There's a few paths. But I have a weird feeling it's going to be down left. But I could be very, very, very... It's possible for it to be either direction. I think it's going to be down this way. Which means it's up to the right. You guys know my ability to pathfind and guess which direction. I think this is definitely not. Narrow passageway. Lovely. Let's get choked in there. Yep, it is top right. We're just going to leave you guys back there to suffer. Nothing wrong with that. And I will drink a potion. There we go. Does Mercenary need one? No, he doesn't. He's fine. Yeah, if I trust my gut feeling, I go the wrong way. You guys should know that by now. 2 socket does not work. We need 3. We could literally make an enigma with 3. We do have the runes. Do I want to waste the runes on that? No. Reason being is I can just transfer one. I have enigmas in just normal resurrected. I just have to move the character over and I get it. No sense in wasting actually hard to find runes on that. That said, I don't think that they should balance around what I can transfer. I'm not a big fan of balancing games. This is actually word of advice to like any devs out there, not just Diablo 2, but we're talking tower defense, incremental games, anything like that. Do not balance your game over what I release in videos or what any other streamer or reviewer or anything like that releases in videos regarding, oh, look at this overpowered build. Chances are, a lot of times, that overpowered build either came with a lot, I mean a freaking lot, of extra work off camera, or a lot of runs that we did not show on the channel. It do be just one of those doobie-doo things. Okay, do we have gloams? We've got pit lords. It's actually a good sign. Because that's one slot. Soul killers could suck. I think we'll be fine. What is our third? Okay, so we let them do this fighting. We're fine on potions. Goodbye, Calenzo. Mercenary, you are in, like, the worst position, by the way. Get down here. Ahmed, the cursed, is now Ahmed the... Sorry, Akmail? I think it's Akmail. Yeah, it's Akmail. It's an L at the end of that. is now Akmel the Dead.
Thanks.
The long since dead. I'm going to stand in here and take those hits for you there, mercenary, hopefully. Can't guarantee it. Nope, he did. He's as good as dead. 'Cause he is going to just stand right in front of that shit. You get healed. Don't have corpses to eat. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And there's our level 58. Back up a little bit. It's going to be Lister. Oh, please do not just go walking into that mercenary. Let's go ahead and get eating, I think. And yes, I am teleporting him a little bit extra here so he doesn't get stun locked. That's literally the only reason I was mildly concerned about that. Okay, time for Bale. I do want to go ahead and do this just to be on the safe side, just in case something stupid happens. I don't think something stupid is going to happen, but you never know. He is targeting the mercenary. Lovely. And yeah, mercenary is probably the least threatening thing to him right now. He's just doing the cold aura. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go. Good job. Good job. Bale has been defeated. We just kind of stood there and watched. We like to watch it when Bale gets smacked in the face by big club-wielding bastards. As far as what we want out of these, absolutely none of it, really. You come out. You go in there. We'll take the dagger. I think we'll go like this so we can take the bone shield too. Although the military axe is probably worth more. Let's go see what all this crap is before we disappear. Kane, get over here. Get over here! Tell us your welcome dialogue as soon as you tell us the victory dialogue as well, because we do not talk to you very often. The ancients themselves already told us this. Entropy and... that is a +1 bind demon. Do we care about demonic mastery, or do we care about bind demon? I think we care more about bind demon, because we're using things alongside it. If we were just using that, sure, but... Actually, it would be funny to just use the overpriced dagger for this. It doesn't do anything. Enhance entropy, if I remember correctly, is that. Yeah. It doesn't do anything for this. I think demonic mastery is still better, so... Larzuk, enjoy your new 30,000 gold piece of crap there. And we dump that into the stack. That. It'd be cute for a rogue, but we don't really have plans to use a rogue. But now we save and exit. And now we can start in on hell difficulty if we want. At level freaking 58. That said, I don't think hell difficulty is going to be much different. We might need to upgrade our Udar a little bit, but I think he could actually carry us. Be honest. There's our mill. And what do our goats look like now? A decent amount of life, decent amount of damage. They're gonna be solid little guys. Solid little dudes. So I think that, as they say, is that. I'm gonna just let you guys off into the wild. Because I don't know who to raid today. Most of the people I know are either doing stuff that is nowhere near this or are doing stuff more in line with what we usually do cover. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys tomorrow when hopefully I've gotten a little bit more rest. Bye.